October 7th, 2009. What would you do if the night sky suddenly erupted into flames, the silence shattered by gunfire, and the shadows around you turned into figures of death closing in? Would you run, or would you fight? On that harrowing day in Kamdesh, Afghanistan, James McConville, then serving as a commander who had dedicated his life to leading soldiers through the darkest corners of war, faced one of the most horrifying events of his military journey when Combat Outpost Keating was attacked by over 300 Taliban fighters, a siege so relentless that it seemed as if the mountains themselves were spitting fire upon the few dozen men inside. Yet, what makes this moment not just a military action but a chilling page of war history is the sheer horror that unfolded. Bodies falling beside burning barricades, screams echoing through the smoke-filled air, and the ground itself trembling, as mortars tore apart every sense of safety, leaving soldiers clutching their rifles with the knowledge that survival meant holding the line even as the dead lay beside them. McConville's role as a leader was not just to command but to embody resolve in the midst of terror, inspiring those men to resist against impossible odds, showing a calm that bordered on eerie amid chaos, as if he knew that history would remember, not just the fight but the courage carved out of fear. And while he would later rise to become the Chief of Staff of the United States Army, remembered for his vision of people first, moments like Kamdesh were burned into his memory, moments when the line between bravery and horror blurred, when victory meant not triumph but survival, and when the eyes of young soldiers stared at him, not just for orders but for hope. Yet what makes this tale resonate even deeper is the haunting aftermath. The smell of gunpowder still lingering in the air, the blood-soaked ground whispering of sacrifice, and the ghostly silence that followed, as if the battlefield itself was asking whether human courage can ever truly overcome the monstrous face of war. And so I ask you, if you stood in McConville's boots that October day, would you have held the line against the storm, or would fear have swallowed you whole?